Welcome to a new edition of 2-Year-Olds in Training for the Harness Edge. We're on the road still in Florida. We're at Spring Garden Ranch with Brian Brown. Brian, last year I was down here, and I'm going to take all the credit for you having a career year. $2 million, you must have been pretty proud of the way it all played out.
Yes, proud of the whole stable, the horses, the help. Everybody works hard here, and very few vacations for my guys. So everybody has earned what we got last year.
Let's talk about a few of them from last year, starting off with Colors of Virgin. She only made a little bit short of $600,000. 3-year-old filly pacer of the year. Jugette, Nadia Lobel. What the bloody hell happened in the Breeders' Crown?
The race just didn't work out at all. We didn't leave, which is usually how she was raced, and Ronnie Pierce left with the horse, got parked, and it went nowhere. It had the outside flow jammed up. We just never got in the race.
Things happen.
Right.
So what about her now?
Coming back really good. She actually seems she's gained some weight. She got a little thin last year before we were even racing and gained weight through the year. Now she looks really good, and she actually seems happier this year. She gets turned out every day with her two buddies, Candy's the Virgin and Fitzwell. They train together. She just seems a lot happier.
Good stuff. Now, one that I sort of giggled at when we did it, but again, it showed I'm an idiot last year, Frisky Little Devil. Now, she was $20,000 Ohio bred, and all she did was make $177,000, most of it profit. She never finished worse than second. I mean, how good is that?
Oh, it turned out to be a great year for her. Training down, we loved her. And the reason she probably only brought 20 is I missed it when she went through the sale. She stands a little cowhock behind.
Oh, now you tell us.
Yeah, right. So, but we worked on her hocks and her stifles. Really was pretty good all year. She's good gaited. I think that probably helps her stay sound. She's light on herself. She had a great year. We only raced her, I think, 8 times. She won her first one and her last one. And the last one happened to be the $200,000 race.
Big manager was happy.
Everybody was happy, yes. She, in the middle, she got to drawing bad, and we ran into a really good horse in Bellflower. And we kept drawing bad. We were getting away in the back. So we just kept racing to hopefully be second. And she was good enough to get around the rest of them. Well, we got lucky enough in the final. We drew the rail, and she was really good. And we got a trip right behind that filly, and we got her by a head right at the wire.
Well, a stablemate of hers, too, is interesting. Lost for Words, a well-said colt. Now, he made over $200,000. A couple wins in Lexington, a couple races he was a little short in, but pretty nice to have in the barn.
He's a really nice horse. A few races, things would have worked out his way. He'd probably have $300,000 or more. Went into the Breeders' Crown, just got beat ahead in his elimination. The race had a couple horses run in the first turn, had the whole race jammed up. When everybody was getting kind of organized back down to 2 wide, they jammed again, and my horse made a break. Come back, got beat 5 lengths. If he doesn't run in there, he may not have won, but he would have got money. Just a few races here and there where things didn't work out for him. He was great at Delaware, Lexington. In Pennsylvania, he was a nice horse, but he was far from the best one. That just tells you how good it is in Pennsylvania. He could go to Lexington and win handy both weeks.
Yes. But you said everything you've got here is better than him.
I hope so. I don't know about that.
You've got a bunch of 2-year-olds, and you're trying to at least equal what you did last year, which was $2.1 million. And let's start off with Duel of Truth. This is a Total Truth colt.
He's a really nice horse. He's an Emerald Highlands owned and raised. Good looking. Not a tall horse, but not small by no means, but real stout. Good gaited. Nice family. It's a pretty decent family, actually. Indiana's pretty good if you got a nice horse. It's hard to make money if you're average or less. They're just too condensed into elimination and finals. But if you got a good one, you can make money.
Another Total Truth is Total Miss.
We really like this horse. She's actually better gaited than Duel of Truth. Bigger, filly. Just loved her from day one, just the way she's gaited. You know, we've been in 225. We got a ways to go before we can say any of these, but she just does it so easy. We hope when the time comes, if she's good enough to get to the races and you put them behind the gate, they have to sit on the outside for a while, then you see who has the guts. And if she has that, I think she's going to make a really nice horse.
Now here we've got an Ontario sired sports rider filly, Golden Idol. What were you doing buying in Ontario?
No, this is another Emerald Highlands race filly, so this is a really nice filly.
Sure, blame Bruce Trogdon.
No, this isn't a bad deal. The sports riders are nice horses, and I believe she's a full sister to Win the Gold that won the Battle of the Bells up there in Canada last year. I don't know what she wound up making, 100, 100 and a half, something like that, in only a couple starts. She might race 4 times. Yeah, really. But this filly is actually, at this point, probably nicer than Win the Gold. But again, until you get down to racing, who knows?
Now here it isn't a homebred. Time Saver Hanover, a well-said filly. This thing's got pedigree.
She has a lot of pedigree. We actually have her half-sister, Triple V Hanover. Thought the world of her. That filly had throat problems. We had to operate twice. This filly is a well-said, looks more like a well-said. Not as tall, but good gaited, real stout looking. Been training really good. If we can avoid all the pitfalls like her sister had last year, I think we could have a nice filly.
Then you've got Spider-Man Hanover, a Western Ideal.
We really like this horse. He's a June fold, not real big either, but he's not small, and he's growing all the time. He's a half sister to 2 fillies with half brother, to 2 fillies that have 52 and 53 records as 2-year-olds. He's the first colt. We've done really well buying them that way. Filly's done good and buy the first colt. He's real racy.
Price point for him?
He was $40,000, but he real racy. We even have an ear hood on him already. If you turn him loose, he'd go wherever you want to go right now.
Now, just down from him, you've got Mr. Right Hanover, Some Beach Somewhere colt.
He's another one, Some Beach. It's a nice. Now he's a big horse, good gaited. He's gotten really racy. The first dam hasn't been produced real well yet. The second dam has produced good. So he's the first Some Beach, so we thought we'd give it a try. To buy a Some Beach, it's not easy, and so we had to pick one out that it wasn't quite as expensive.
And the price point there?
I'm thinking he was $50,000. Yeah, but training really well.
And then we swing over to I'm Clout, a colt by I'm Gorgeous.
Yeah, this is the first crop of I'm Gorgeous in Ohio. He's a red horse, but I've had good luck with red horses. A lot of people tell me don't buy them; they get hot. Now, he is starting to get a little grabby, but I think it's just putting him in groups and he's getting racy. But a great attitude, different gaited than some of the rest of them, but it got a long stride to him. And like I said, just a great attitude. He comes from a nice family of horses from over east. And so when you bring that mare's side of the pedigree to Ohio, we're hoping it kind of stands out a little.
And we could have been here all day doing 2-year-olds, but we'll finish off with My Color of Woodstock, a Woodstock colt.
He was a $10,000 yearling at Sunbury sale in Ohio. We bought for the family. My wife, my 2 son-in-laws, or my son-in-law, my son, my daughter own in on him. Kind of been a surprise. We didn't know really what to expect out of the Woodstocks, but this is another one that's real racy, good size horse, and likes to be on the track and do his work.
So aside from being out of the cold of Ohio, you've got a nice bunch of horses to go through the winter with. That's not bad life.
It's been pretty nice so far. The help's done a great job. From what I hear, how Ohio's been, I was up there in mid-January. The whole time I was there, it was just nasty. So it's been really nice to be here. Like you said, we have a bunch of horses, a nice bred one. So it makes worth getting out of bed in the mornings.
Brian, if not before, we'll see you same time next year.
I hope you come back.
Okay. Harold Howe with Brian Brown, 2-year-olds in training.